Hey, it's Leah, spelled Ligia, and I find myself out here in my garden doing that thing that you do when you have a garden, picking weeds. And I can't help but think about how my family always laughs at me because I get distracted picking weeds. You know, it could be in the grass, we could be at the park. You know, if I see a weed, one is the fascination of, you know, how different weeds are. You have the tap roots, you have the spreaders, those are fun. You have the ones that come right out of the ground, no problem, ones that you have to dig a little bit. Why am I so fascinated with picking weeds? I don't know why, but I kind of relate it to what we have to do with our mind. Our mind is very much like a garden. This is my garden here. It's flourishing this year. I'm super happy with how it's come together. And you know, the only way that these plants grow and flourish is, you know, one, to feed them their food. My husband's always like, we gotta fertilize them. He's really great at reminding me to fertilize my garden. And you know, as far as the mind goes, that could be, your fertilizer could be nutritious food. It could be, you know, taking time to do something you love to do. Your fertilizer could be, you know, exercise. Anything that gets your brain pumping with good endorphins. Whatever that is for you, it doesn't matter. It's just making sure you take the time once a week to fertilize. You know, he tells me once a week is good for fertilization of your plants, and it makes them grow full, and you know, helps their blooms. And you know, the other thing is watering your garden, right? We need hydration. Our minds and bodies need proper hydration, you know. And then we have, you know, the sun. We need to get out. We need to have the sunshine. Whether we're plants, human beings, animals, we need that sunshine to really flourish and grow and, you know, feel good. You know, I'm not sure how these plants feel, but they're looking pretty nice, and they're growing nice and tall. And there's another weed that I missed. Let's see if we can get that one puppy out. You see? That one didn't belong there. I mean, weeds have their place and they have their medicinal benefits and whatever, but they don't need to be in my garden, you know. And our minds need to be picked through of weeds, because, you know, if we don't pick these weeds, they will overtake the garden. They will overtake, you know, what we have growing there. And maybe what you're growing there is that start of an idea. Maybe what you're growing there is that bud of confidence and that, you know, tickle of curiosity that you haven't followed yet. You know, maybe these plants in your own garden are something you want to try, something you want to do, a place you want to go, an idea that you have that feels a little too far-fetched right now. Those plants in your garden, they need to be nourished. They need room to grow. They need, you know, water and air and sun. And they need you to be good about picking the weeds. What are the weeds, though? The weeds are the constant negativity that is invading our spaces. You know, no one has to water weeds properly or give them specific soil or, you know, nourish them in any way. They'll find a way to grow. You don't have to coax leaves or weeds to grow, but you do need to coax those ideas, those impulses that you have to grow. They need some tender care. They need some attention. And they need you to pick the weeds around them so they don't get suffocated out. Because big things start from small places.
What happens to fertile ground if you don't plant anything? What do you think? If you don't plant in fertile ground, it will fill up with weeds. Fertile ground will not stay empty.
This is a little reminder to you to weed your garden and keep feeding
It will be filled.
the parts of your garden that need to grow, that serve you, that make you feel good and alive. Wow. Remember, clean your dirty glasses, my friend, and I'll see you next time.